often sit and wonder
how things could be this way. I guess we'd better tell them this is a brand new day. Don't leave it up to the other man or to another day. Take your life into your hands, make it work out your way. It's not the number of times you stumble down and fall upon the ground. It's the number of times you pick yourself up and keep on moving on to reach your goals. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. I tell you, come on, everybody. Come on, everyone. The time to love is here. Let these troubled days be done. Good evening, good evening. This is Dr. Herbert Harris, and this is Success at Suppertime, the Tuesday edition. As you know, our messages are based on our book, The 12 Universal Laws of Success, and it's available on Amazon and on all of the other digital websites. Each night, well, not each night, but on Tuesdays and sometimes Thursdays, we do a little Success at Suppertime. And, we're moved to give a topic based on what we see, what we experience. And today, I was speaking to a group of young people, and the topic came up, persistence. And the thought was, you get involved with a business, a job or something, and it doesn't go the way you want it to go right away. And so you quit, you go find something better. And I was amazed at how many of the young people had stayed on a job for less than 6 months. And as one person said, I got into it with my boss. I didn't like the way they made me feel. And it made me think about things for a moment. Persistence is hanging in there no matter what. And so the question is, why are some people not persistent? Why do they quit at the first sign of challenge? Hey, Chris from Australia, thanks for joining us today. Great. Paul, thanks for joining us. This idea of persistence is critical because whenever you attempt to do something great in life, there's always resistance. And that's just the way things work. In order to create a diamond from a piece of coal, there must be pressure put on the coal. The chemical composition of a diamond and coal are virtually the same, but a diamond is coal put under extreme pressure. And so persistence is that ability to hang in there despite extreme pressure. We can become discouraged. Discouragement can be like a cancer. You fail time and time again. You're disappointed time and time again. And discouragement can set in so that it undermines your initiative. And so in the back of your mind, you're saying, this is probably not going to work. And Henry Ford said something very powerful. He said, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So whatever you think is true for you. So when we look at this persistence, a spiritual principle says, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be opened, ask and it shall be answered. But it doesn't say how long. And the power of persistence says that if you knock, if you seek, if you ask without fail, if you never stop asking, you never stop knocking, you never stop seeking, then you will find. The universe gives up whatever you demand of it. Thomas Edison was an interesting type of inventor, very different from Tesla. Tesla was a contemporary of Edison, and Tesla's process was to dream up the answer to a particular problem, to a particular technological challenge. And then in his waking state, he would figure out how to create what he'd already seen in his mind. And we have Tesla cars, don't we? Tesla's inventions far outlived his lifetime. Edison, on the other hand, was a trial and error person. He would keep trying. Edison said, nothing beats a failure but one more try, one more chance, one more knock, one more nail. And he maintained a positive attitude. And that's one of the keys in developing the skill of persistence, is to never get discouraged. Edison, by his attitude, when a newspaper reporter said, Mr. Edison, you have failed over 3,000 times to find this so-called filament to make this so-called light bulb work. And Edison said, I have never failed. I have successfully identified 3,000 ways that will not work. Winston Churchill said, success is moving from failure to failure and not losing your enthusiasm. And so to develop the skill of persistence, the first thing is we must have a stick-to-itive. We must have a persistent mindset. And a persistent mindset is always based on faith. So we must have faith in whatever particular endeavor we're attempting to achieve. If we don't have faith, if we let doubt come in, then persistence will be undermined. Jesus, the master teacher, said, he said, if you tell this mountain to be cast into the sea and doubt not, then it will happen. And so if you have a goal and you have an objective and doubt not, then you simply persist until it happens. I'm going to give a few pointers on developing the art of persistence. Number one is how to overcome how to overcome lack of persistence. The obstacles to persistence. What are some of the things that make you want to give up? Number one is fear of criticism. Many times we seek the approval of others. From an early time as a child seems to automatically know to seek the approval of his parents or her parents. And so criticism takes a deadly toll. The fear of criticism, the fear of what other people may say about what we're attempting to do. That can undermine you, hamper you, and keep you from achieving your goals. Fear of failure. Many times we have failed so many times in the past that we expect failure. Change your attitude so that failure is a dress rehearsal for success. Change your attitude towards criticism by saying that it doesn't matter what other people say. If you believe in what you want to do, believe in what you want to accomplish, then just do it. Just get it done. The other thing that undermines persistence is procrastination. To put off doing now what should have been done last week. So how do we develop the habit of persistence? Number one, to recognize it is a habit that we can learn, practice, and master. Number two, to recognize it's all about attitude. If we have an attitude of success, if we have faith in the outcome we're seeking, and we develop an attitude of patience, knowing it's going to come, that these pitfalls, these obstacles are just temporary, that we overcome the fear of criticism by ignoring what other people say about what you're attempting to do. There is constructive criticism, and if the person giving you some advice, they'll figure out a way to do it where it does not hurt. Always be guided by what they've accomplished themselves. Take advice from a person who's been where you're trying to go. Overcome the fear of failure, knowing that failure is a dress rehearsal for success. And finally, the key to achieving persistence in all that you do is to overcome the habit of procrastination. And how do you do that? You do it now. So folks, to be persistent, do it now. There's always something you can do right now to move you another step closer to your goal so that you can be what you want to be, do what you want to do, and have whatever you want to have, always knowing that the best is yet to come. Once again, Dr. Herbert Harris, Success at Suppertime Tuesday edition, reading and talking from our book, The 12 universal laws of success. And so it is. Make it a great night, make it a great day, and make it a great life by always doing it now. And so it is.